A lot of people, when they think Robeson County, they think poverty and a lot of negative thoughts, but I just think of home.
The history of the Lumbee tribe has mixed origins. You can say it begins with the lost colony of Roanoke in coastal North Carolina. Today, the Lumbee are consisted of 55,000 strong, making them the largest tribe east of the Mississippi. Most members are located in Robeson County and adjacent counties, with Pembroke, North Carolina as the political and economic epicenter of the Lumbee people. In May 1956, Lumbee historian Adolph Dial made the case that the Crowatans and their English guests were among the ancestors of today's Lumbee tribe. The original language of the Lumbee is all but extinct. Today, a unique English dialect of English known as Lumbee English is currently used among the tribe. In 1899, North Carolina congressional representatives introduced the first bill in Congress to appropriate federal funds for education in Robeson County. They introduced another such bill in 1911. The federal government determined that it was the responsibility of the state government to provide funds for the Indian schools of Robeson County. The Lumbee Act was passed by Congress as a concession to political lobbying and signed by President Eisenhower. The act designated the Lumbee as an Indian people. However, the Lumbee Act had a stipulation that forbids them from applying through the bar's BIA process for recognition. In 1987, the Lumbee petitioned the U.S. Department of the Interior for full federal recognition. The petition was denied due to the Lumbee Act. The Lumbee continued to lobby Congress, testifying in 1988, 1989, 1991, and 1993 in efforts to gain full federal recognition. In 2007, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Dole introduced the Lumbee Recognition Act. Lumbee Tribal Chairman Jimmy Goings appeared before the U.S. Senate Committee on Indian Affairs in September 2007 to lobby for federal recognition of the Lumbee tribe. Goings testified on the Lumbee's decades-long efforts to gain recognition. On June 3, 2009, the U.S. House of Representatives voted 240 to 179 for federal recognition for the Lumbee tribe. The bill went to the U.S. Senate on October 22, 2009. The U.S. Senate Committee on Indian Affairs approved for federal recognition for the Lumbee. However, the bill was adjourned for 2010 without taking action.
Federal acknowledgement or recognition means that the United States government recognizes the right of an Indian tribe to exist as a sovereign entity. Sovereignty means that that particular group has the right to be a self-governing tribe, or in other words, they have the right to make their own rules, follow their own guidelines without any interference from the federal government.
Thanks to a brand new building on Highway 711, it's much easier for visitors to Robeson County to recognize they're in Lumbee Indian territory. But as nice as the new landmark is, the Lumbees are after a more significant form of recognition, one that comes from Washington.
We have been deprived of that for 100 years. When I think about how close and the possibility it's going to happen, I sleep better. But then I'll wake up an hour later and I'm thinking about these other obstacles that we've got to overcome.
Federal recognition would bring many benefits to Robeson County. Some of those benefits would be programs for education, social services, law enforcement, maternal and child health, mental health, substance abuse, home health, and nutrition.